गतं पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिरिवोद्भूतं यथा निद्रया यः साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयम् तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये बीजस्यान्तरिक्वाङ्कुरो जगदिदं प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः मायाकल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्रचित्रीकृतम् मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यपि महायोगी वयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्ति मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ Now the topic is I am self of all. Aham Sarvatma. Which is Bhagavan said like this Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma. That's what Bhagavan said. Sarva Bhutatma Bhutat. For that he said two things. Sarva Bhutani cha Atmani. One. Sarva Bhuteshu cha Atmanam. I am in all these beings, sentient, insentient. Sarva Bhutani cha Atmani. Sarva stands for sentient and insentient both. So all the beings are in me and I am in all of them. Right? And then he used another word for this. Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma. I am self of everything. Sarvatma. In short, Sarvatma. Sarva stands for Sarva Bhuta. And this is one wonderful thing. Just wonderful. I am, Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma. I, that is myself, is the I of all the beings. I, that is myself, that self means, now you know. I, that is myself, that consciousness, is the being. Is the I, let's say, that's better, is the I of all the beings. Now think of your friend. And he's seeing you. You both are meeting. And he's talking to you. You are talking to him. You are very much conscious of, aware of his body, his eyes, his emotions, and his appreciation of understanding. How much he understands, how much he doesn't understand, smart, not smart. And actually, being your friend, he will be smart. You won't keep a friendship with the fools, right? So, but you have an appreciation. You are aware of his understanding, intellect, I mean. It's indirect, not that you are seeing inside in the brain, but you can infer. It's an indirect thing. Your knowledge about his emotions also is indirect. And you are seeing that he is a awareful being talking to you. And see, he's talking to you, you are aware of his words also. You hear his words. And you are aware of his words. You are aware of his body. Therefore, you are aware. Okay. Similarly, he, you can think that he is naturally, even though you cannot see the awarer or seer, but looking at his eyes, which is looking at you can understand he is aware. You can imagine that he is aware. He's a live person, living being. And therefore, basically, he looking at his eyes, you can understand what? That he is also aware. He is also a aware. And he is aware of what? Same thing. Because for me, the awarer, the subject, he is the object. For him, I am the object, right? Therefore, for him, whatever I speak, he is aware of my words. He is aware of my understanding. He appreciates my understanding. He appreciates my emotions. He appreciates my body. He's aware of my body, right? All this. Maybe he's aware of sometime breathing also. The other person breathes faster. He may ask also, why are you breathing so fast? Do you have any issue or you have some anxiety? What is the issue? So therefore, whatever the way you feel, he also feels the same way. And so related to both of you are related to each other as subject object. You are subject and he is object. He is the subject, you are object. So perception of my body, well, involves me as a object. Perception of my body for him involves me as a object. Perception of my words make me an object for him. His appreciation of my understanding, my emotions also make me the object. So means I am the source of the emotions. I am a owner of my understanding that he understands. The emotions which are arising, he is objectifying. He may not speak. He may not speak, oh, you have so emotions, but he knows that he has this emotions. Could you follow? Objectified, please understand. So, and I do the same way. I understand him. I appreciate his emotion. I appreciate his body. I appreciate his eyes. Through and behind the eyes, I can imagine that he is also a awarer. Right? So he is thus an object of appreciation and understanding. Both are awarers. I am awarer. He is aware. We are talking to each other. Now, he the awarer, little serious discussion. He the awarer is nothing but awareness, right? He the awarer is nothing but awareness. And that I explain you. How? See, the thing is, awarer is awareness plus, like, let me say this way. I'm sorry. I am awarer means what? I am awareness plus what I am aware of. Awareness plus what I am aware of combined together will become what? Awarer. Could you follow? Awarer is equal to awareness plus what I am aware of. When object is there, that same awareness is called awarer. We know very well now. It's our good old homework, right? If you say we have not done homework, I am ready for another 10 days, okay? Anyway, but this is a simple equation. So in my appreciation of him, there is awarer, I am awarer, who is nothing but awareness plus what I am aware of. And so this awarer is awareness plus what I am aware of. Now in my awareful perception, the object of my awareness, right? The knowledge of the object, understand this. the object of my awareness, the knowledge of the object, and the very awarer subject. In awareful perception, three things are there: awarer, knowledge of the object, and the object of awareness. Right? Tree, when you say tree, yeah. So tree is an object of awareness. Then tree knowledge here, and I am the knower of the tree. Could you follow? Like that. So this all the three are within awareness, within consciousness. When you say it's an object of awareness, we have done this meditation actually. Object of awareness means it falls, the person outside falls within what? Awareness, within consciousness. Object of awareness, you say. The very knowledge, the thought. Thought also becomes knowledge. How? Awareness. Thought plus awareness. And subject, the awarer, can never be away from awareness. Therefore, awarer, the knowledge of the object, and the very object are nothing but one awareness. That's what I used to tell, that Swamiji, we want to meditate on the self. Nothing to worry about. In any experience, all the three, as I've told several times, the seer, object of sight, and the knowledge of the person, knowledge of the object. All the three, right? All the three are one consciousness, awareness. And we have done this meditation indivisible. All those three cannot divide awareness. Object of awareness means awareness has pervaded. I, the awareness, is pervaded. Knowledge in thought also arises what? In awareness, in consciousness. We have done several times. And awarer can never be away from the awareness. Awarer stands on what? Awareness. So all the three are awareness, consciousness. So I am awareness, who is the awarer. I am the awarer, I'm the awareness, who is the knowledge of the object. I am the awareness, who is the object of awareness. Because, as I told you in morning also, they are superimposed upon awareness, right? Outside object also, all is, see, one thing, make it a note. Anything you perceive is merely a superimposition upon you. I think I told you, the conscious. When you see Swami, the Swami is object of awareness means what? This particular object, well, is superimposed upon awareness. Or awareness pervades this object called Swami. Swami's body, Swami's words, or Swami's emotions, whatever you are aware of, it falls within what? Conscious awareness. Could you follow? Otherwise you will not know. Moment you say, oh, Swami has this emotion. Oh, already it has fallen where? In your awareness. Yeah. Fallen means don't think that, oh, yeah, it exists. This is wrong. I should not use it. But I have picked up many words from Puja Swamiji, and so I just keep saying without much understanding. Swamiji was saying with understanding. But false means it exists. Oh, Swami has this emotion. Who is telling? A conscious being tells. Therefore, it falls in your means. It exists in your awareness. Could you follow? It is not away from you. And for it exists in awareness means superimposition. Wave exists in water. It cannot exist independent, outside the boundary. Think of that. Outside the boundary. Right? And therefore, the whole object, whatever it is, well, is exist within awareness. So in and through awareness. And therefore, slowly, You may feel that Swamiji is taking too much, but this is the way to become free from samsara. You will be really free, honestly. So slowly, whenever we learn something very important, very precious, it may take some time. We should not lose the patience. Yeah, you are not losing, but from my side, I'm telling you. It may take some time. If you ponder over and over, then you find it is clear now. That's what happens. In any knowledge, it is like this. But anyway, so in every awareful perception, for me, who is aware right now, but truly speaking, I am awareness. In awareful perception, well, there is an object of my awareness, there is a knowledge of the object, there is a subject, the awarer. All the three exist in consciousness. All the three are proven existent in only consciousness. Nothing can be proven outside consciousness. I said in morning, nothing can be proven outside. Nothing exists beyond consciousness. Therefore, they are in consciousness. I can prove, Swamiji, something is beyond consciousness. Try, no problem. The moment you will prove it, we will stop. I will also come along with you. I will also leave Vedanta, okay? The moment you say that I have proven something out of consciousness, beyond the boundary of consciousness, I have proven something existent, then Vedanta is over. That won't happen. That won't happen. Known and unknown. That's due to the mind. Simply mind. Mind is not able to objectify entire creation. That's a limited mind. But something you are still aware of as unknown. So it exists in your awareness. Known, definitely in your awareness. Could you follow? Therefore, what is left? Nothing is left. Known and unknown. Right? Whole world is covered. That division is due to mind. Known, unknown. Some 100 people within the boundaries of the Arsha Vidya Gurukulam and billions of people outside the boundary of the Arsha Vidya Gurukulam. So that kind of a division is due to that boundary. But from the standpoint of space, all are inside. Right? Hmm. Same way from the standpoint of consciousness, all are inside. From the standpoint of a mind boundary, some are inside, objectified already, known. And most of the things in the world, not yet objectified, they remain unknown. Could you follow? So therefore, boundary. Boundary is a mind. Mind is able to objectify one thing at a time. When I objectify all of you, I cannot objectify what is there, right? If I objectify there, then I am not able to objectify you. And here also, I am not objectify everything. When I objectify this, what is here, I don't know. That kind of a thing will be there. Therefore, we feel that this Swami says all exist in consciousness. This is how it is. Known plus unknown exist in consciousness. Because you are aware that thousands or billions of things are not known also. They exist in consciousness. Anyway, so I am awareness, who is very knowledge that I am aware of, and I am and the very object also, well, is never away from consciousness. I said in morning, the space is superimposed upon consciousness, etc. I said in morning, I already told. So the knower, understand the knower, awarer, the known means what? Object of consciousness. That's known. And the knowledge here in form of thought. All the three are non-separate from consciousness. They are superimposed upon consciousness. They come and go also. Come and go. Knower comes, goes. Known comes, goes. The knowledge also comes and goes. You are not knower all the time. You are doer also. When you start walking, well, you say, I'm a doer, so I'm a walker right now. At this moment, you are a knower, listener, hearer. So, knower, and in that also changes, knower also, seer, hearer, taster, smeller. Oh, changing, come and go. Seer comes and goes. What comes and goes is superimposed upon consciousness. That's what never comes and goes. Whatever and is. That is consciousness. Clear? Ah. Swami is saying all this, but anyway. So yeah, I'm taking little hard lessons. I also know, but I am sure you people, I know your capabilities, and so you can understand it slowly. Okay. Now, so I am consciousness, indivisible consciousness. Even in a awareful perception, I remain just consciousness. All the three are just superimposed. They are incidental. What is incidental is superimposed. What is incidental, never away from consciousness, what is real. What is incidental is mithya, that can never away from satyam consciousness. Clear? So all way, either way, whichever way you like, you understand. You can say when they are Swamiji empirical real. Okay. Empirical real. Empirically real means what? It's in your experience that you are knower, there is object of knowledge. You can call even experience. Awareful perception is experience actually. Hmm. Thought becomes an experience. We say generally we experience in our mind. Okay. Thought becomes experience when thought is revealed by what? Consciousness. Thought is itself is inert. It's a mind basically. Right? It's a modification of the mind. It's inert. But it can never remain inert because all pervading consciousness is right there. All pervading cannot be outside, it is right there, ever present. And therefore, as the thought arises, it is revealed. Right? It is revealed, it is lighted up, it exists. The very thought exists in what? Consciousness. And that thought which exists in consciousness, and thought becomes conscious, or thought becomes experience. We call sometimes thought becomes knowledge. So instead of knowledge of an object, you can say experience of an object. Okay? Yeah, experience of an object. Then you will call yourself as what? Experiencer. So experiencer, object of experience, right? And the very object outside means here a knowledge or experiences. I'm sorry, experiencer, experience, and object of experience are never away from consciousness. Okay. Now, same way, he also sees me, and he is aware of me in his eyes. Because he's seeing me, so I will take him as a wearer in his eyes, naturally, because he's seeing me like that. Right? Same way. So I see the wearer in his eyes. We can imagine that he is seeing me. So therefore, wearer is present in the eyes. And that wearer in him is again what? Awareness. He has a knowledge of me. Right? Experience, knowledge also is within what? Awareness. And the object of awareness, object of experience for him is also within what? His awareness. Right? So what he is aware of, well, again, falls within consciousness. Very knowledge also is again consciousness. I am the awareness, he is the awareness. How many awareness we have done that thing already, right? Now I am awareness, he is awareness. That's a true thing. Rest is just a superimposition. You can say even costume, right? So I am awareness, he is awareness. As awareness, I am not related to him. Subject object relationship. Subject object relationship is for the awarer. Huh? As awareness, I am not related to him because he is also awareness. Then where is relationship? When I am also awareness, he is also awareness. Where is relationship? So one awareness meets another awareness. Acha, very good. Wonderful. Okay, you are awareness. What's your dimension? Then first let us understand dimension. Then where there is a merger. Where is merger? Where is merger? Please tell me. No, you should find them. You should find the dimension. The fact that you say there is second awareness means it has become a object. Awareness has become object of your awareness. Because you say there is a second awareness. And therefore, awareness is one. Consciousness is one. There cannot be second consciousness. Awarers are two. For him, awarer, subject, I am object. For me, for I, this awarer, he is object. Could you follow what I'm saying? For awareness, how many awareness? Awareness has no location. In awareness, the awarer, the knowledge, an object of awareness is there. In awareness, everything exists. We have seen that. And therefore, basically, awarer, Swamiji, she's doing, I don't know because of what papam I have come, but just keep a note and then go to home and do the homework. You will say, Swamiji said correct. So, in awareness, basically, everything exists. So, awareness has no location. In awareness, what exists, Swamiji? So, you say there is no location. In awareness, space exists. Space is object of awareness. When you see me, you are able to objectify even the space, whatever is there in between. The whole space exists in what? Conscious awareness. And therefore, what is the location? What is the location? Anything is within space is located. Then we can say, well, that awareness, this awareness, that awareness, this awareness. The whole space, along with the object, exists in consciousness. In that case, consciousness is one, limitless. In fact, it is limitless. And therefore, there cannot be a second consciousness. If you say that there is second consciousness, that consciousness become your object. Your consciousness, that consciousness is your object. If you objectify consciousness, then definitely it is no more consciousness. It is inert. A inert thing is objectified by consciousness, not consciousness is objectified by consciousness. Would you follow? Ah. But Swamiji, you say he is aware, therefore you objectify that aware. That I imagine that he is seeing me, therefore, well, he is a seer. I can say that. I'm not actually seeing, but still I can objectify that way. But I'm objectifying the awarer, not awareness. Awareness I can objectify. Naturally, that person, that person is aware. So I can objectify. Awarer is located. How can you say awarer is located? It's a mind. Aware is a mind. I thought. Ahankara. Subject. Could you follow? Awareness plus I thought is equal to awarer. You can say. And therefore, the knowledge also I can objectify. Oh, he has knowledge in his mind about me because he's seeing me. And very well, he is objectified he objectifies me along with the space, well, etc. That also exists in his awareness. Therefore, knowledge also exists in awareness. The object of awareness definitely within awareness, and the very awarer also is within awareness. So all that he sees also falls within awareness. All that I see and know again exists in awareness. As I am awareness, I am not related because all fall within awareness. And therefore, I am not related to him. As, a, as he is awarer, I am related as object. As I am awarer, he is related as object. Could you follow? As awareness, no relationship. Limitless thing, what? It has a relationship. No relationship. So, and same way, all other beings, we have been talking like some another being as such, but all other beings also in the same way are not related to, because all are nothing but awareness. All sentient being. What applies to here applies to here, applies to there, applies to there. Everyone is awareness, right? And there is one awareness, one consciousness. Every awarer is nothing but awareness, and the various inert objects also are nothing but awareness. We have already done this, right? We have done this in and through the space, all over the space, right? What? Consciousness. Could you follow? Con- any object exists within consciousness. Space exists in consciousness. Consciousness is in and through the space. We used to say that. And therefore, space is just superimposition upon consciousness. Therefore, even inert objects also are nothing but awareness. Could you follow? And therefore, so the various inert objects that are there again exist in awareness and they are not away from awareness. And if there are celestials, devatas, presiding deities, etc., Indra, Varuna, Agni, etc., all of them also being a awareful being, they are also nothing but what? Awareness. And even the Lord, Ishvara, who is nothing but the world, right? I have told you already. Atma with reference to the world is called Ishvara. Atma with reference to this physical body, mind, etc., is called Jiva. We have seen that. Therefore, the Ishvara, the cosmic conscious being, cosmic conscious being means Lord with reference to this Jagat, who is conscious of the entire Jagat. I am conscious of few things and my body, etc. Well, he is a cosmic being. He is aware of whole world. That cosmic being who is aware of the whole world is also awareness. Could you follow? He is also awareness. And we have done that, if you remember. Vishwa is Virat, if you remember. We have done, but it's okay. Okay. So, he the awarer, again also, Ishvara also, again, is nothing but awareness. I am awareness, unrelated to any other being, because there is nothing other to call other. There is nothing other to call other. When you say other awarer, you can say, right? Other awarer, but you have to add mind. I, another I. Means I thought. You have to add mind, which is mithya. The awarer is mithya, we have already seen. But as awareness, there is nothing other. Advayam Brahma. Advayam Brahma. If I take myself as awarer, many, Swamiji, there are billions of sentient beings. Billions of awareful beings. Fine. And for you, the sentient being, all other are objects. For other, you are the objects. That's fine. But when you take yourself as consciousness, awareness, there is nothing. Inert thing also is consciousness. Sentient being also is conscious. All awarers are also awareness, and even inert things, insentient things. Aware are sentient beings. So adding upadhi, you can say awarer and everything. Adding upadhi, you can say object of uh, awareness. Could you follow? When you add any upadhi only, then in awareness you create division. Insentient being, sentient being, subject, object, all with the upadhi, with name and form. But when you say everything is objectified by the consciousness, I'm consciousness basically free from names and forms, then there is one, nothing else. Nothing else. What you objectify is simply superimposition. In fact, that is awareness only. Space, I told in morning, well, awareness is space because space is superimposed. What is superimposed is my own manifestation, appearance, right? Rope alone is the snake in that way. Or forget about that. Water alone is the wave. Otherwise, in that, again, pratibhasika. So let's leave that. Water alone is the wave, appearance. What is superimposed is nothing but the manifestation of the real thing only. Therefore, insentient things also is awareness. Insentient being definitely are my own manifestation. Awareful beings cannot be without awareness, which is myself. Right? Real self. Real self. And therefore, I'm awareness unrelated to, well, any other being, because there is nothing other, really speaking, to call other, to relate to. Therefore, Bhagavan said, Aham sarva bhutatma bhutat. Sarva bhutatma bhutat. So I am basically the being of all the beings. Yeah, I am the being, really being. Not that I am being and others are also being. No, 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 no. I am the being. No, Swamiji, but he is a sentient being, insentient things we generally say. But let's take being. Being means existent thing. Existent thing. Being means existent. Insentient, sentient, Swamiji, there are billions of insentient things, billions of sentient beings. All the beings actually is due to me. We'll coming. It is, but we have done that, but still. So the crow is aware of the dog. I am aware of the crow, suppose. The awarer involved in both, well, is nothing but awareness. Right? He is aware of me. I am aware of him. Okay? Two awarers. But what is involved really, what is the truth in both the awarer is what? Awareness. And who is that awareness? You are, sir. You are, sir. Or he can say, I can say I am awareness. Who is the being behind the both awarers? Or he can also say, I can also say the same thing. And therefore, the awarer involved in both is nothing but consciousness. So all beings, aware means all beings, awareful being, okay? That's better. Aware means awareful being, sentient beings. All sentient beings, awareful being, what is involved is consciousness, the truth, in and through pervading awareful being, right? In and through pervading ahankara, in and through pervading the mind, in and through pervading I thought, whatever you say, same thing. Don't worry about it. We have so much flexibility to tell. Yeah, all that is there is oneself ultimately. So all beings have their being in consciousness, which is myself. M capital, okay? When you M, if you keep small, that's what they do. Yeah. M, if you keep M small, means that awareful being. When you say awareness, means capital my, capital M. So the Lord, the various devotees, the various beings, from rat onwards or from grass onwards, various beings have their being, have their existence, right? In what? Consciousness. So who is the real being? Consciousness is the being. Everything has a borrowed being. Borrowed being. Therefore, they are, that's what I said. So being in everything is what? You. So I'm at once in all beings as awareness. Sarva bhuteshu atmanam. This is what the meaning of what Bhagavan said. Sarva bhuteshu atmanam. I am the being in all. As a consciousness alone is the being. And all beings at once, well, have their being in me, consciousness. So all beings have their being in consciousness. Therefore, sarva bhutani atmani. First I said what? I am the being in all. I am the being, the existence in all. I am the Sat in all. Same thing. Swamiji, he is an existent being. He's a, being means he is an existent thing. She is existent. That is existent. Oh, but that existence, you are that existence. You are the being. So all beings have their being, including the elements, including the space, because you say space is. So space has a being. Air is, including the air, fire, water, earth. Even those elements also have their being in me. All are superimposed. The entire world is superimposed upon I, the consciousness, which is limitless. In other words, Jagan Mithya Brahma Satyam. They have a being. Mithya means Jagat has a being in me. The reality in all is me. So each one is, being means each one is. That existence, awareness is one alone. What is existence in all? Consciousness. Right? Consciousness. In and through what? Consciousness. In and through of what? Space, time. In and through of what? Sentient beings. As awareful being. Knowledge. The object of awareness. Everything. Would you follow? And therefore, so they are not apart from myself. If you know that you are awareness, consciousness, which is limitless, well, the sentient and insentient, all of them have their being in consciousness, myself. That consciousness is, is. So therefore, Atma eva idam sarvam. Atma eva idam sarvam. All that is there in reality is the consciousness, which is. That lends existence to the awareful being or awarer. That lends existence to the thought. That lends existence to the object of awareness. That alone, well, due to that alone, the awarer shines, the knowledge shines, the thought shines, and the object also shines along with the space. All the three shine in what? All the three are illumined. All three are objectified. All the three are known. All the three are experienced. And that thing ever is. Because of that, you feel experiencer, object of experience. And the very experiencer is, object of experience for him, object of experience for all exist in what? Consciousness. And therefore, that Atma eva idam sarvam, Upanishad says also, so combined together, all that I know is in awareness. All that I know has its existence in consciousness, awareness, which exists. As awareness, I am at once all, I'm at once all. Or you can say all have a being in consciousness. As water, all, I am all the waves. Right? Wave has a being in, all the waves have being in water. Could you follow what I'm saying? Hmm. All that is there within sky, all that I can imagine beyond the sky, fall within consciousness. That's what Bhagavan said. Aham sarva bhutatma bhutatma. In all beings, which is this Atma, the self, the truth, the content, right, is consciousness. Whole experience while existing consciousness. That is myself. So I'm not the subject, awarer. I'm the content of the subject, awareness. That's a reality. Awarer comes and goes. I never come and go. How can you say that? It's your experience. It's your own experience. In deep sleep state, you are not a knower, but you are there. You cannot say, I'm not there. Right? You are very much there. In fact, you don't sleep. You don't sleep. I never sleep. Yeah. The knower sleeps. Yeah, that's true. Knower sleeps. That's how you don't experience knower. Hmm. Right now, knower is awake. That's called a waker. So, knower goes to sleep, but that I never sleeps. That I is the being of everything. Yeah. On that I, that Sadhishthanam, this whole play going on of knower, known, knowledge. The knowledge connects the knower and the known. Subject object is connected by the experience or knowledge, which is in the buddhi, thought. So I'm not the subject, I'm the content of the subject consciousness, which is at once unrelated, asanga. I have not taken, but you can hear itself, you can connect. Consciousness is at once unrelated to anything because all that is there is superimposition. Water is unconnected to the wave, unconnected. It's simply imagined, right? Wave is just imagination. If your vision is on, if your drishti is on the name form, then you say wave. If your drishti is on the content, you just say water. Yeah. And when if you say wave, but you appreciate it is mithya, it is superimposed, it is apparent, that wave cannot affect water. Never. The snake cannot affect the rope. The ornament cannot affect the gold. Apparent. What is apparent cannot affect the real. Right? Apparent cannot affect the real. So, I, the awareness, is asangaha. Asangoham, asangoham, asangoham punah punah. Satchidananda rupoham. Ahameva hamavyayah. Changeless consciousness. Right? Changeless. And therefore what? Silent consciousness. Everything, whole play is going on. Unrelated asanga. Complete. Changeless means free from time. Now Maggie. Maggie. Yeah, one word. Consciousness. You can bring everything. Consciousness is the basis. Changeless. If it is changeless, it is timeless. Timeless, free from birth and death. So many things. My God. Then asangaha, shuddhaha, free from any ashuddhi, free from any guilt, hurt, free from all issues, free from fear, free from insecurity, silence, peace, whatever you are searching. Most valuable thing in the world are really priceless. You cannot buy. Priceless means, Swamiji, it is too costly. No, no, priceless means you cannot put its value in terms of money because you cannot buy it, right? You cannot buy. You can buy a book. They say always like that. You can buy a book, but you cannot buy the reading. Yeah. You cannot buy happiness. You can buy objects. If you can buy happiness, then happiness should be available in some packets. When I think about happiness in packets, I always feel they are like our ice creams or, the butter kind of a thing. Some slices we can take every day and become happy. No object in the world can be labeled as happiness. Object should be labeled as a object, and that's what they do. It's your own projection that it is a source of happiness. There is no happiness. If that is the thing that happiness can be bought, all the rich people would be very happy people. That is not the case. All issues, very, very dirty issues are there which we cannot talk of in that rich society. Very dirty issues. And all kind of hell they have. Hmm. You cannot buy peace. You cannot buy insecurity also. These three things you cannot buy. Simple answer is they are not objects. If any object you can buy, if they are not object, they are the very nature of the here subject. I am a awareful being itself proves that by nature, by content, I am what? Awareness. Without awareness, where can be a awareful being? But if you take yourself as a awarer or awareful being, instead of awareness, then there is a division. I am subject, awarer. That is object, like that. That's due to ignorance of yourself. Awarer, object of awareness, subject object division is part of Ishvara Srishti. This will continue. But instead of identifying with the awarer, you say, I am a content of the awarer. Awarer comes and goes, but I do not come and go. Therefore, I must be distinct from the very awarer. I alone become awarer, and I am distinct from the awarer. Then, basically, if I become awarer, then as a content, it should what I should be awareness. As awareness, I'm distinct from awarer. It's my appearance. I mean, awarer is simply my appearance. If I can appear as awarer, then in a true sense, I must be awareness. If I can become a knower in a given situation, in a true sense, I must be knowledge. Satyam Jnanam. Prajnanam Brahma. Jnanam Brahma. Look at that. Otherwise, we call consciousness, awareness. That knowledge means don't think that the knowledge which arises in the buddhi. That comes and goes. That's momentary. Even that knowledge is due to this knowledge. Could you follow? Therefore, I said any thought plus consciousness becomes a particular knowledge. Particular knowledge. There is a part thought plus this consciousness. Part thought is again non-separate from consciousness. It becomes part knowledge, part cognition, part experience. Same thing. So, unrelated, complete, free from time, timeless, nityam, complete, purnam. Complete means because all that is there is what? Consciousness. Ah, all that is there. Whatever you experience, you alone are. Whatever you experience in this world, that alone, that is what you are. But it is in the form of, that is a mithya form. As really speaking, you are what? consciousness. Remain consciousness. Otherwise, you will say, Swamiji, consciousness has undergone change. Now you're saying world. World is changing. Therefore, I'm changing. No, not at all. This is a superficial play going on of knower, known, everything. All the three are within consciousness, that is you. And therefore, what you experience as object also is your own appearance. What the knowledge arises, experience arises also your own appearance. And knower also is your experience. Sarva Bhutatma, the being in all beings, is myself. I am consciousness which is all. Which is all. Everything. So I'm chair, Swamiji. Ah, you are chair. Really? You are chair, insentient thing. And one who sits on the chair. Both. There or here. Here also. I'm in the form of the body. I'm in the form of memory. I'm in form of emotions. I'm in form of, you see, earlier what we did, I'm not that. I'm not that. I'm not that. I told you at that time, what you are throwing away, you have to take it back. Yeah. If you say I'm limitless, then what is the thing which you throw out of the limitless? You have to take it back. But then if you have to take it back, why are you removing? Because you say I'm this much chota. Therefore, we have to say, we want to say you are not chotatma, you are sarvatma. Yeah, for that purpose. Could you follow? Two steps in Vedanta. Modern Vedanta has a one step. Manobuddhyankara chittani naham. I am not mind, I am not that, I am not that. It's like, the groundnuts, when you take it out from the farm, it's all with the cover, right? Those covers, shells. Yeah. So it's like throwing away the shells. I'm not that, I'm not that. I'm that groundnut, Chidananda, Chidananda. What is that Chidananda? What is the dimension of Chidananda? Ananda itself indicates fullness, wholeness. Your own wholeness you experience as fullness or happiness. In a moment of joy, your wholeness comes out because you become free from the superimposition of one body, mind, sense complex. You become free from the identification with the one body, mind, sense complex. And therefore, sense of smallness goes away momentarily. And what you are is the whole being that you see at that time. So, consciousness I am and is at once all. Oh, I'm all? Yes. I am also in the form of pig? Yes. I am free from all. I am what? I am consciousness. Could you follow? Hmm. I am all. I am Ishvara. I am free from all. Chidananda. Could you follow? I am all. All means I am Ishvara. All means what? Known, unknown, the world. So then, well, that is Ishvara. So when you say I am all, I am Shiva. When you say I am free from all, really speaking, I am just consciousness, nothing else. I am pure consciousness, nothing else, which is limitless, etc., which is whole, which is all pervading, which is the truth of everything, content of everything. Therefore, I am Chidananda. Chidananda Rupa Shiva Om Shiva. When you say I am all, I am Shiva, Ishvara. When you say I am just consciousness, then Chidananda. Same thing. I am water, fine. Look at that. Do you remember? I told you the story. Wave of a Indian Ocean meets wave of a Atlantic Ocean. That story. Do you remember? Yeah. Now that enlightened wave says what, right? He says, I am Chidananda, means I am water. Oh, but Chidananda means water? Yeah, 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 for wave. That's the truth. And when he says I am water, my God, not only in the ocean, it's in atmosphere in the form of clouds. Yeah, in the form of streams, in the form of a water which is present in the tree sap. It's in form of the in the leaves. You can imagine. He has become Sarvatma. Wave has to simply say, I am water. Wave, even though it is water, it identified with the one small name form. It should not, but it due to some problem. Yeah. When it has to say what? Oh, I am not wave, I am content of the wave, name and form. In and through the wave. I, in fact, really, I'm at once transcend the name and form wave. Water as transcends. I'm at once in and through the wave, at the same time transcend. But transcend means what? Water comes out and goes up like that. No, transcend means I am the reality. For me to be the water, I am not dependent on wave. Wave arises or doesn't arise. I remain water. Right? That's called transcendence. And then you transcend, then what about this wave? Oh, I am pervading entire wave. In and through the wave, I am there. Would you follow? Therefore, water can say, I am all the waves. I am ocean. Right? I am Ishvara. Second thing is what? I am just water. Changeless water. No change in me, really speaking, to appear as waves. Remaining water, I can appear as all. Could you follow? Ah. Wave can say, I am Ishvara, ocean. I am all the waves. Ocean means all the waves. Or you can say, I am water. Then I become infinite. My God, infinite. Present everywhere in fruits. In the basket of my room also, there are whatever the fruits, there is a water there. And there is water in the tap. That is, when you say I'm water, means I'm all pervading. My God. Or I am all forms, all waves. I'm all the waves of the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean. All forms are my forms. Can say or not? Now you understand? I'm Sarvat. Hmm? When you understand I am water, you become Sarvat. That is the content. That is the being. Wave is the wave being, individual being, right? That existence does not belong to wave, it belongs to water. Right? Ah. In fact, the whole wave shines due to what? Water. If water is not there, where is wave? Could you follow? Therefore, once it has to get some muktatma, this is a joke. You can also teach same way. There is nothing big thing. You can also teach. But this is the thing, enlightened way. If it is not enlightened, identify with a name and form, jealousy, prejudice. Oh, I'm small. Just look at that. It is a big breaker. It will crush me. All issues will arise, which is born of ignorance of one's own nature, oneself. Therefore, I am all, and I am free from all. I am a free bird. Hmm. Freedom is my nature. Knowing the free self, you gain freedom. Moksha. Just to know yourself, that I'm a free self. I am not to do anything. I need a 1 cup of coffee and 2 toast. Sitting and listening, I become free. Free from insecurity, free from noise. Swami, I want silence, free from noise, internal noise. Mostly internal noise bothers. External noise means you can go out or you can push them away. But internal noise you carry everywhere on the airport and everywhere. It doesn't allow you to sleep also in the night. It goes on and on. In spite of the disturbance of the mind, I am silence. Imagine, I'm free from thoughts. Free from thoughts means free from noise. If mind doesn't have any thoughts, you won't say that mind is not a nuisance for you. Understanding yourself as a consciousness, understanding oneself as just water, water is free from this identification with a wave. Understanding that I transcend, by my nature, I transcend waves. I am really wave free water. Really, that's what it is. Wave free water. They are mithya. They shine in me. They exist in me. They are not, they don't have any being at all. Then how can they bother me? How can they threaten me? Any thought, how can they threaten? Right? They are non-separate from me. All these sentences, when you go to bed today, tell yourself and see what a sleep you get. When you go to bed, internal noise bothers you a lot. So you become free from insecurity, free from disturbance, free from lack, right? Free from missing something. Look at that. That's a human goal, priceless goal. What you are seeking in your life is exactly what you are. Therefore, if you seek outside, it is going to fail. That's how nobody has achieved. In the process, everyone has achieved a lot of things. But the objects for which we were searching, I mean, we are pursuing those objects for the purpose, that purpose doesn't get served. No, but we manage, become happy and here and there with the objects and, momentarily, and we ourselves pull ourselves in a process. But really speaking, fulfillment in life, where you say, yes, I'm full. Satisfaction is my nature. Satisfaction and happiness, fullness is all together. When you are satisfied, you are happy. When you are happy, you are satisfied. Satisfaction is a nature. I am not talking about mental satisfaction. Mental satisfaction one should not have. That's a tamoguna, I think. Ah, whatever I have, I'm fine. Whatever, because he knows now he cannot earn more. Therefore, but then his own friend, best friend with whom he has studied, and he comes in a Mercedes to meet you. And he comes and he says, oh, he has bought this farmhouse and he has two houses in Canada and that's it. All fullness, satisfaction goes away. Mental satisfaction is a condition. You come out of the condition. It's conditional things. I am of the nature of satisfaction because all that is there is myself. But Swamiji, little difficult to know. That's there. Anything which is very, very valuable, it doesn't come like that. You have to understand. Anything which is valuable in life, a human being has to put effort. It doesn't come like that. Mm. Therefore, I'm not saying it is difficult, but at the same time, I'm no. It's a casual approach may not help. That's for that. Certain alertness and everything, and a little bit preparedness of our mind. Then, with the Ishvara's grace, thing will be over. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.